performed neurological exams on quite a few patients over my years. And when you're looking for somebody who's either had head trauma or maybe has had a stroke, even people with dementia, which is another form of neurological damage, there's certain things that you look for. And my wife, when she saw Errol Spence enter the ring, she asked me, she's like, he looks like he's on marijuana. And I told her, I said, he has residual neurological damage from his car accident that people have commented on this, but people, if you don't have the experience doing this, you're not going to pick up on it. So one of the things when you're doing a neurological exam on somebody, you look at, there's like a glassy look to a person's eyes when they have either a concussion or they have advanced stages of dementia. And if you compare video of Errol Spence before his accident, just do a little assessment on the eye exam of what I'm telling you. It is apparent.
Once again, I told y'all this. I can't even remember the video I put it on. I think I put it on several videos. But for those who listen to my channel, that subscribe to my channel, maybe you can help me out and point the video out. But I said this several times. Nobody remember me saying, take a close look at Errol Spence's eyes. Look at the tracking of his eyes. I even gave y'all a final hint. I put out the video, the Errol Spence challenge, count the blinks. Okay? I hinted at it in there. Okay? So when you hear brain damage and all this other stuff, I'm going to tell you right now that they're not pulling your chain. It's real. I knew this. I could see this. And I seen this in his eyes. It's on tape. Whichever video you want to thumb through. And I put out another video about it. I said this several times. The next time Errol Spence speak, stare straight at his eyes. You guys don't remember me saying that? It's clear he has some neurological damage. I've been said that. Y'all keep talking about the way he talk. Oh, it's because he having fake teeth and stuff like that. I know plenty of people who had teeth and all that replaced. Their speech impediment really doesn't last beyond 3 weeks. Some people can master it within a week. I've seen some people master it within a couple of days. So I don't want to hear about his fake teeth is affecting his speech, and that's what's giving him a speech impediment. Okay? That's not the case. Why do you think I was able to make the video fire sale? Why do you think I've been saying that this guy is no good? He's done. He know he's done. This is the retirement check. They can't do nothing else with Errol Spence. There's nothing more. What's going on with his eyes? Why is he blinking that much? There is brain damage, and it's obvious. It's obvious. So whether you want to believe in what the doctors is telling you or not, or this, that, and the third, I was able to pinpoint this from my couch. Okay? Directly from my couch. That's why I was able to tell you he's pulling y'all into a fire sale. He's not that guy, and he knows it. I told you this was going to be a hellacious ass whooping. Bruce, why are you so convinced? You talk with so much conviction. This, and that. Oh, we going to see when he loses, you're going to take down your channel. How was I able to be so accurate all the way through? All the way down to even what we talking about right now. From saying he ain't want the rematch to saying the brain dead, all the way. I called the whole thing out, inside and out. They're not bullshitting you. Errol Spence do have damage, and I feel for the guy, really. You know what I'm saying? But he know that, and his team knew that. Derrick James knew that. If I can call it from the couch, you think Derrick James didn't know? And if he didn't know, do you need to be training fighters? See, that's a whole nother video right there. But it's not hard to tell, man. It's really not. And give and take, at the odd time I can feel, but these is grown men. People have talked big ball, grown men shit. You walk around in grown men's shoes, you got grown men responsibilities and grown men consequences. That's why it's good to hype a dude up, you know. But you can hype a guy up straight into the hospital. That's why Errol Spence needs to stop boxing. Okay? There are certain people who could just take more damage than others. The way Errol Spence's frame is and all that other stuff, his brain can't really take the hits like that. You know what I'm saying? It's different, you know? Not everybody's Marvin Hagler in the temple. You know? Some people can walk away and still talk and be fine. Some people end up like Tommy Hearns. And I'm telling you, Errol Spence is Tommy Hearns all over again. He don't need to keep boxing. And most importantly, I don't care what nobody say. Y'all think it's cool to train like that in that Texas heat? It ain't. Okay? It's not. The brain is made of water. Okay? Water. If you're sweating yourself out and taking damage and blows up under heat, what you think you're doing to your brain? I get it. You know what I'm saying? But all the time, it's not good to train in those super hot environments, especially sparring. You could do other things like that. You could do some strength training and stuff like that. But having a gym over 100 degrees and talk about some sparring? And that's let alone if you rehydrate right. And sometimes proper rehydration, it takes a couple of days. It really does. It takes a couple of days to really get it right. Talking about rehydrating in a day. Yeah, for some people, between water, carbs, fruit, you know what I'm saying, a mixture of all that, you know, and proper electrolytes, yeah, you could do it. But most people don't rehydrate from the sparring session or the training session the night before. Most of the boxers don't. And it's easy for me to tell. Just look at their face when they be having those lines up in their forehead and they're young. It's not that those are true wrinkle lines. It's because there's no moisture in the skin. There's no water in the skin. When you're fully hydrated, wrinkles smooth out. Somebody who I see is constantly dehydrated is Devin Haney. He's often dehydrated. You know? And like I said, it's what I do, I can tell. So they're not bullshitting you about Errol Spence. It's true story. You don't even really need to look at it too much. It's not hard to tell. You think of people around him to know? You think Al Heyman didn't know? Pimping these boxers out for all these years, you think they didn't know? They knew. They knew. And that's why it's more beneficial, believe it or not, for Errol Spence to go the route he went instead of going Al Heyman's way. Because you know what? It could have been more damage. And he would have did it because he's chasing that money. That's why I'm glad he got his hand on this big chunk, because he needed and go sit down and make money off Frank Martin, man. You know, fuck this boxing game. It ain't worth all that. And that's just honestly how I feel. You know, leave your thoughts in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe.